The Welt has some type of havamina that you have to a cotton has 3 times. I don't think there's any mocha to that.
He said the malach helps you
Yeah.
3 times. The 3 tanesim before you're 13. You should start fasting 3 tanesim before.
What about a malach?
They say the malach helps the kid fast, so you want it to be before you become 13.
But I think there's no mocha to that.
No mocha. Okay,
The question is,
this is what they said. I was just repeating what I heard. That's all.
Yeah.
the reason to encourage it without a mocker.
Toiv
Everything else you do practice, so you should practice this.
Toiv horiach ezapomim v'psamim uvarach aleim. It's good to smell some spices and to make a bracha. The kedei hashlam meya brachas. In order to, we have to make every day 100 brachas. So every day you have 3 shmona esrei. So right away you have already close to 60 brachas already to begin with. But in Kippur, so you don't have so many brachas, and you don't eat also.
You don't have the 3
Moshe Shabbos, so you can make it up with eating. You eat the Suda Shabbos, you eat Shal Shudas, there's different brachas that you make over here. And also, so I know we used to pass around in Shul on Yom Kippur. I got to find it where I have it, but we had a bottle of I had ammonia, and and also the ammonia is to waking up the people, and there was also a different besamim that we used to pass around for the people to make brachas.
The ammonia, you would make a bracha?
No,
And ammonia you don't make a bracha. And ammonia you don't make a bracha. There's also people that would Amol Gezeiten in the shul were very popular. I remember when I grew up in Williamsburg in the Payush Shtivel, there were people that had chazakas. One person had a chazaka that he had a box of glasses, eyeglasses, that he would go around to the people, and the old people, each one would pick a pair of eyeglasses that they could see good. And then they either had a chazaka, a shmek tabik. So he had a little tabik bushka, and he'd go. It's today they sell it in the stores. It's called the snuff, but it's not popular much in the Frum Oilam. But they used to go around with the tabik bush. Everyone would take a little thing between the fingers, and it was uplifting of the spirit.
Ja. Anders geht's weg.
What is it?
What is what?
It's not psalmim, he says.
He says you don't make a bracha, and snuff and make a bracha.
I don't think so.
No, but there's no
I don't think so.
So that's stuff you don't want.
It's the same. It's the same as the ammonia.
Yes.
It's to pick up the spirit, to wake up the people.
But it does have a smell, but that's
It
not
has a
the
smell, but it's not have the smell of the besamim.
What? Okay.
So he says that we brought. He said, "V'omnom kozman shlo yisir datai." In other words, if you smelled, they walked around with the shul, and you took a smell, and then they go a second round, and you take another smell, but you still have the impression of the first smell. So also levorach shenis, that be brach levatorah. Akain tzarich lahafsik bei times man rav. They need a sizable amount of time that should pass between one and the other. Shehei hesach hadas bein tayim, that there's a hesach hadas. So v'tayv sheyariach b'chol pam b'vsam machedim. This is the Emes says, there are different brachas on besamim. Not every we make our minig is we make on everything, but a minig besamim. But all they have different type of besamim that the bracha changed. So it was like another thing. So umikoshkein im yesh leishlesh minim kegain atzei besamim. That's one bracha. Izbei besamim. Izbei is the atzei is from the trees, and Isbe is from the grass. Umine b'samim, v'im yichaven l'chol birchas shlir tziva, v'akayrim b'tayr b'mavtirim. In order to be mashram the Meir brachas, you could also get credit if you listen to the chazan and you listen to people that have their liyas. So it's also considered like you make the bracha. I would say, if he's saying if someone would do this, is rak sholish brachas lahashram Meir. He'll have with all the davening, his own davening, with all these other brachas. So he'll have 97 brachas. So b'meila b'yashram be'elu she'al have some. So he doesn't take it. I don't know if he takes it the cheshbon via the bathroom. The person goes to the bathroom, he also makes a bracha. Right.
But he figures you're all like malachim, so you don't have to use the bathroom on Yom Kippur.
Maskirin neshamas b'yema b'kippurim. On Yom Kippur, you say yiska. Mishum ischidas hamesim mishaberes umachnia ribe sharodim. When usually it's an emotional time when you make when you say yiska. And lefisha gam hamesim tzirim kapor kedisa b'sefri. Kapel Ample Yisrael does is Ilu HaChaim, the living, and Hashem Podisa is Ilu HaMesim. Mulam Mesha HaMesim Tzirchen Kapora, V'noidim Tzedakah V'avuram, and you give tzedakah for them. This Shalaf you have to say B'li Neder. V'samach Lazeh, a remes to this idea we find in the Torah, B'sayf Parshas Tetzaveh, Ksiv Achas Bashani Yechaper, V'samach Lo, and right after that it says also V'nosnu Ish Koifa Nefesh L'Hashem, U'me'ila HaTzedakah Bavur HaMesim, Ki Hashem Boichin Ruvovis, She'im Hoye Zeh HaMeis Chai, Gam Ken Hoye Neisen Tzedakah, and V'achai Yochel Uvakesh V'hokel Din HaMes.
The Rebbe's word says about
Kamei David, Sheispalu al Avshalom. David had a son Avshalom, and Avshalom rebelled against David. He even wanted to take over the Melucha. He had a whole group that was with him, and then when he was traveling on a donkey, so he was a nozer. So his hair, we went to Gemara in Saita, his hair got caught on a tree, and it pulled, he was hanging, and then his head got detached from him. And when David found out about it, so even though on one hand David was some upset with Avshalom, but David prayed 8 times B'ni Avshalom B'ni in order to take him out from Gehenna and bring him into Gan Eden. V'hamesim hatzadikim meritzim al tzortzayim gam b'yayim achon shel Pesach u'b'yayim sheni d'shvuos u'b'shmini atzeres. So all these 3 times maskir in the shamas u'v'shekayim b'hem kol ha'bechar. We read the in the A kol ha'bechar u'ksiv sham ish kematnas yadoi k'birkas Hashem al-kecha. Ish kematnas yadoi teaches that a person should give kematnas yadoi. But the Darshanim teach ish kematnas yadoi. If you want to know ish, what type of person he is, kematnas yadoi. You look at the way he gives. Lachain noidim matanas l'zdaka. The kimish noidim l'zdaka nagu litna bavur ha'neshamas sheyizka oisam alakim l'taiva. V'gam oisanu yizkar imohem l'taiva b'zach yasem in this chus. B'noigim kimishi yeshrei ov v'eim yaitsim v'beis ha'knesses v'shas haskaras neshamas. It's an Indian of an iron hearted. So he goes out. Gam noigim shabatech shana yishaynu l'misas ov v'eim yaitse gam keim v'beis ha'knesses. That's not our minig. Our minig is you stay in shul, but you don't say the yiska. Okay. So I once said a drasha, why is it that by Haskaras Neshamas the Indian of tzedakah. Why is it? So I once heard there used to be a yid. He worked for the Lubavitcher Yeshiva. He raised money. His name was Rafael Stein. He had a brother in Montreal, Shmuel Stein. He has a nephew in Detroit, also a Stein. He has a son in Flatbush. So he once said a drasha, and he said that Yiska is a time of communication. But the living communicate with those who are departed. He says that there's a story told that there was someone came from Europe, and he had a brother in America, a rich brother, and he told the rich brother told the guest that's coming that as soon as you get off the boat, you should call me on the phone. You should call me on the phone, and I'll send my chauffeur to pick you up. You know, no. So the Yid came from Europe. So he got off the boat, and he asked people, "Where's there a telephone?" They showed him a telephone. He picks up the receiver, and he starts screaming, "Chaim, my brother, ich bin da, ich bin gekommen, ja." He's screaming, and Manhattan can vote. He keeps screaming, "Hecher and Hecher, Manhattan can vote." So someone calls over and said, "Rabbi Yid, if you want to be able to talk to him, you have to put in a coin." So he said that was the Indian of Yiska. If you want to connect with those that are in the Eilam Emes, that's the coin that you put in. I wish you know there was Delcom.